Hello, I'm Sheridan and welcome to Freedom Fridays. I posted yesterday a couple of different pictures for different backgrounds, and so far this one, figure out my angles here, is the one that won. So we will, you'll start seeing this background a little bit for some of these videos, and then I may switch it up and do the tie-dye one every now and again too, just kind of rotate based on mood or something. But I also noticed that you can see my little giraffe here. I think we named him Jerry, but if you can think of a better name for the giraffe, then feel free to post it in the comments. So yeah, welcome to Freedom Fridays on Spirituality Shaken Not Destroyed. Today I want to talk about how trusting ourselves leads to freedom and trusting others leads to freedom. But what you have to have a couple of things, I think, before you can jump all the way to trust. And so the first thing, and I talked about this a little bit in my moments video, where I was saying just let a moment be a moment and don't judge it. Don't try to label it as good or bad. And so that's kind of the same concept here, just for any circumstance or anything that you're going through, you're experiencing. Acceptance is kind of the first step to trust or to freedom. So let me give an example. When you're with someone else and maybe it's like your best friend or someone who is just like equally as weird as you or whatever, and you kind of forget yourself for a second and you do your weird thing, and they're just like going along with it and being weird with you too, or like you're both in that moment together and they're accepting of you and they're not judging you. They're not saying like, oh, that was weird, why did you do that? They're just like, yeah. And in that moment you feel like you can trust that person. You feel like you are free to be yourself with that person, and it's a really beautiful moment that you've created together. Well, the same thing is true even if you're just doing with yourself. Like if you're able to allow yourself to be fully yourself and accept that without judgment, and just that is going to be what starts to build trust even in yourself. And so as you're learning about your intuition and you're learning about what it looks like to trust your gut or trust your intuition, then you can just accepting what is first without determining if it's good or bad or weird or wrong or right or whatever. Just accepting that it is and how it is the first step to trust and then to freedom. So one of the ways that we're able to trust ourselves as well is follow through. So if we've been saying, I'm gonna make a video on Friday, and that video doesn't get made, but I said for 7 Fridays that I was gonna make a video on Friday, and it doesn't happen all 7 times, then my body is gonna stop believing what I am telling it. So the more we can have follow through, and we can show ourselves, we can show our bodies that we're going to do what we're saying, that we're congruent, that we have integrity. That's going to be another way that, as we begin to trust our intuition and say those things, then that's going to be a way to expand that even further and to really fully embody that and trust it in a true way. And so, okay, so we have acceptance, we're working on trust. When you're accepting and trusting, then that's like your foundation. That's like your platform for freedom. When you're standing in acceptance of yourself and you're trusting yourself, then you now have a platform to be free, to be fully yourself, free to be yourself, free to love fully, free to be compassionate fully, free to be weird, free to do all of these things. And so I just encourage to start with that platform, with that foundation of acceptance and of trust, so that you can kind of boost yourself up into freedom. So I see we've got some people. I wonder if I can see who's watching. So how have you began to accept yourself? How have you begun to trust yourself? Or what are some areas that you maybe need to accept as they are, or trust more fully and completely? And maybe leave those in the comments, or tell a freedom story. Tell about a time where you really felt fully accepted and could fully trust, and feel that led you into freedom, and how that experience was for you, and maybe how it changed you, and how it shifted how you wanted to live your life, that you wanted to live in that more free space more consistently and completely. And if you're just really not there, and you maybe don't know what the heck I'm talking about and want to know how to get there, and you're ready to move out of that maybe insecure place, or the distrust of yourself, and you're tired of doubting and ready for freedom, ready to live that best life, then please contact me on Messenger, and we can definitely get you there. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday, and I hope that it's a very freedom-filled Friday, and I will see y'all in the next video.